for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them the wall. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
The Target Series heads to the Bad Fast Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan for the running of the Rheem 250. On the pole for today's race is the 88 of Jennifer Beeford. To her outside starting second is the 40 of Edwin Mendez. Then in third place is Freddie Soto. Fourth we have Eli Bright. Running out the top five is Carson Bowers in the 25 car. In sixth place we have the 34 of Jack Canaramo. Seventh it's Alex Fletcher. Eighth for Jay Rando. In ninth it's Jack Marshall. And Denny Lloyd, the 38, rounds out the top 10. For the rest of the fielders, Matthew Swelsey comes in third in the point standings to his inside the 01 of Zachary DeLello. And there's Noggins got the 16 with the 98 of Brett Sierra. Then we have Leon Campana and the 47 of Riley Spurley-Tube. Back behind them, Andrew Bean and the 12 of Bronson Minnick. Then we have Jake Galloway and the 32 of Trey Rainey, along with the 6 of Sebastian Kukulon and points leader Jonathan Rains in the 02 car. Then there's Oliver Evans and the 09 of John Smith, with the 10 of Landlines coming in second in points. To his outside is the 23 of Alex Reynolds. Then there's Justin Zidell and the 20 of Adam McDowell, along with the 89 Marshall Burrell and the 27 Tyler Fink. Then we have Jonathan Beeford and Evan Hunter, with Jeff Wright and Keegan Thompson the 11. Then we have Luke Brainey and Nathan Green, Anthony Hernandez, Kashawn Richardson. And then the final row, 39th Casey Nanico, 40th is the 33 of Code Luigi. There's our starting lineup here at Michigan for the Rheem 250 in the Target Series. Let's fire these engines up with the starting command.
I can't hear you! Drivers! Start your engines!
40 engines are fired up here in Michigan to go racing for 19 laps at the Michigan International Speedway. Been a crazy season thus far, and Jennifer Beeford on pole in the 88 looking to turn her season around. It's not been a great season so far. She's looking to try and turn around though with a pole here at Michigan. Looking for a good race result here as well at the Michigan International Speedway. It's 19 laps of action around this bad fast racetrack. We're going to see speeds approaching 200 miles an hour, if not above 200 miles an hour at points in the race in the draft. As you mentioned, 19 laps. Jennifer Beeford and Edwin Mendez front row. There's the pace car diving to pit road. Wanting to get out of the way. These 40 drivers are ready to get going. Antsy to get going. Here they come. Restart zone. 88-40 front row. Green flag in the air, racing at Michigan. Jennifer Beeford cleared to lead the first lap of the race. No real shuffle happening back behind her. Here comes the 25 Carson Bowers for a second. Beeford, though, is clear to turn number 1. But here comes Bowers to the inside. He has a run, looking. He's there. To the inside, Beeford has come off turn 2. First time at full speed. These cars are very fast here at Michigan. 3 wide, looking for the lead. It's Alex Fletcher. 3 wide to the inside. 198 miles an hour off to the third and fourth corners. Fletcher is 3 wide. Bowers is put to the middle lane because of that. As they come off turn number 4, Jay Rando 3 wide, and Brett Sierra and Edwin Mendez back there. Who leads the second lap? It will be Alex Fletcher by the nose of his race car. But to the inside, Jack Marshall is 60 out of line with the big move. He's being pushed by the 01 car. That's Zachary DeLello. DeLello looks low on Marshall, who clears the pack. But now here comes the 01 to the bottom of the racetrack. Rando behind in his tire tracks. 25 got the wall, popped it a little there, but we stay clean and green. Marshall is pushed clear of traffic, trying to get down low. DeLello trying to keep it down there, and that hesitation on the 60 allows J. Randall to the inside of the 52. They come off the third and fourth corners side by side for the top spot. Marshall's the one up top, Randall's the one down low, 3 wide for third, as Marshall leads the lap. That's Brett Sierra, the 98 out of line, getting pushed by Leon Campana. Almost 4 wide back behind them as Randall clears the path. Here comes Sierra to the inside, looking off turn number 2. And down the back of the race, 3 wide. Here comes points leader Jonathan Raines into the picture, looking for 5 bonus points for leading the lap right here. Brett Sierra trying to keep Leon Campana to his behind him. Here comes the 43 to the inside. They come to the start-finish line. Who leads the 4th lap of the Rheem 250? It will be the 98 of Brett Sierra in the middle of the racetrack. But here comes Jonathan Raines pushing the 43 to the inside. What can Raines do to try and get 5 bonus points here for leading the lap? Into the wall, 1 car. Looked at Matt as well as the 87. He's out of line. They go 4 wide back behind with Jay Randall up top. Randall to the wall, down to Jack Marshall. Spinning around for the 52. He got the 99. Zydell, they're still wrecking. The 52 up the racetrack. A few more cars get contact as Zydell is hit hard by Keegan Thompson. Caution flag is in the air. Jake Galloway spun to the inside, along with the 6 of Sebastian Kukulan. Back around to the front, Jonathan Raines leads lap number 5 for 5 bonus points. He might get the most laps led bonus points as well because he's going to be leading under this yellow flag, which will be about 4 laps long. Caution flag in the air. A few cars escape madness as this wreck happened at the front of the field. The 52 J. Rendo's the one that got into the wall, came down to traffic, had saved, then came back into traffic and collected about 3, 4, 5 race cars. Let's see what happened to our first yellow flag here at the Rheem 250 at Michigan. J. Rando, the 52, got shoved wide entering turn 1 by the 68 Jack Marshall, which makes it a big move 4 wide to the bottom. There is the 62 car. 25 middle, 52 though is the one we'll take a look at up top because that's what causes this. He's up top 4 wide, he's going against the wall, which you always do normally when you're 4 wide. He gets down to Marshall, then down back into the 01 DeLello, spinning into Jake Galloway. Zydell then goes up and clobbers the wall. 52 gets him again, spins the 99 back around, spins the 52 into the pack. Rando though doesn't get hit again. So the 99 Zydell is going to get drilled by the 11 of Keegan Thompson, which happens just off screen. That we can't really catch it from this camera angle. So a few cars get damaged. We saw Randall obviously with the damage. I dealt with the damage. DeLello and Galloway are going to have some damage. And it looked like Sebastian Kukulan, the 6 car, got some sort of contact as well. We'll look at this from a few different camera angles because obviously there's a lot to digest in what happened right there, including the 11 hitting the 99 hard, just as Zydell. Back behind them, they had a separate incident, it looks like, with the 87 Wells. Right there, that 99 went for a ride. I can't quite tell. It may... That car that was right behind the 99, I can't tell if he missed him or not. After he gets drilled by Keegan, that 20 car, Adam McDowell did an amazing job missing this thing and not getting involved. So now what happened to Kukulan and Wells back here? They were 4 wide back here as Wells got to the wall. The 6 got up to him, 87 hit the wall down to the 6. Into the 25, or excuse me, the 24 of Nathan Green. So those 3 spin around as well to the inside. They get some damage as well, so it'll be interesting to see if these drivers are going to have to pace or if they'll be a little bit slower because of what just took place right there. Racing back around front is points leader Jonathan Raines with the race lead. Poles hitter Jennifer Beeford rides in the 2nd position. We'll go back green with Jonathan Raines out in front at Michigan. Lights are out atop the pace car, which means we'll go back green this time on lap number 10. We'll have 10 laps of racing to go here at the Michigan International Speedway. Just as Zydell, the only car to retire, it's been a terrible season thus far for him. A lot of unfortunate breaks for the 99 team, and there's another one here today at Michigan involved in a crash, which he had really no doing. 39 cars are still on the lead lap and on the racetrack. A lot of them, though, do have damage like Jay Rando, Keegan Thompson, Sebastian Kukulan, Jake Galloway, and some others. Jonathan Raines, though, no damage. He's out in front. He also is the points leader coming into this race, looking to extend that points lead. Jeffrey Beeford is right now in 2nd, 3rd place for Leon Campana. Oliver Evans in 4th. Barely missed out the truck win yesterday as he was leading on the last lap, but got past in 3 and 4. Right at the top 5 is the 98 of Brett Sierra. Landon Lyons, who comes in 2nd in the point standings, is currently 6th. Noggin Scott is 7th. Carson Bowers 8th. Jack Marshall 9th. Marshallboro is 10th. Evan Hunter now 11th. Bronson Mank in 12th. 13th for Jack Kenrama, bringing 14th. Alex Reynolds 15th. Riley Spruill in 16th. Zachary DeLello 17th. 18th. Alex Fletcher 19th. Freddie Soto. Edwin Mendez rounds out the top 20. So we'll go back here in lap number 10. At the front of the field, it is points leader and pole sitter. Jonathan Raines, the points leader. Jeffrey Buford, the pole sitter here today as they come down the front stretch. Our first restart of the day. Raines out front. Green flag back in the air. There's a good jump from the 02 car. He got away from the 88 Jeffrey Buford. In fact, the front four got away. Didn't really get going, but he's going to get a nice draft on these front two that are side by side from him. As Buford trying to look on Raines. Look at that move for the 88 to the inside. That was a power move by Jennifer Buford. She turned that car to that yellow line. You don't really see people do that. That means that 88 car is handling well, and it's fast on top of that. Capana goes high with Raines. He'll look to shoot the middle as they go through 3 and 4. He'll get to the middle of the racetrack as Brett Sear goes low in the 98 3 wide. How about a little 3 wide action for a second behind pole sitter Jeffrey Buford. 9 laps to go at Michigan. Sierra is the one up to second. The 98 get the push from Noggin Scott to turn 1. And then he has 2 rounds boys he has to deal with. At 60 and 60, they're teaming up on the inside. It's currently 3 Fords working together on the inside, and I say that, but here comes Jack Marshall banding his teammate to put him to the middle of the racetrack. Brett Sierra and Jeff Buford are still side by side. Sierra could not clear the 88. He finally will through 3 and 4. Sierra is clear of the pack and out front in the Rheem 250. But here it comes to the bottom, looking 4 wide for second. It's Marshallboro making the big money move. They just wrecked like this, are they going to do it again? Off to the first corner, 4 wide. Will they sort it in time? Jeffrey Buford up the racetrack. She'll get into the wall of turn 2 and everything. She's in it hard with Campana. Around goes the 43. They're spinning to the inside. The yellow flag is out again. It's our second one just after the first one. They're 4 wide coming back around. Riley Spruill to make the big move on Evan Hunter, the 60 Jack Marshall, the 60 Noggin Scott. They all keep it off each other and off the wall. Second yellow flag. Burrow leads them back in the A9. And now it's 7 to go. We're going to restart under 5 to go at Michigan as cars pile up on the backstretch, including second in points, Landon Lyons in the 10 car. Second caution flag in the Rheem 250 just after we finished cleaning up the first one. Drivers Yancey at the front of the field making big moves. Marshallboro made the big move and got the 88 into the wall and spun them around. And Marshallboro gets back in front, but look at back there as Jonathan Buford was up in the air with the 66 of Case Nanko. They wrecked after the caution flag came out, so we'll see what happened to those two as well. But we'll first take a look at the yellow flag. Jeffrey Buford, hard impact to the wall, comes down and causes the crash. Marshallboro, the A9, going for the race lead through 1 and 2, was the first to make the 4 wide move to the inside for the second position. Jeffrey Buford, when you're up top 4 wide, you're going to get into the wall no matter what. And right here, same song and dance for the 88. Gets into the 43, spinning Campana around to the inside, just collecting Mendez and Landon Lyons. Tough break for those two as they just kind of were the only two that got collected in that. It could have been anyone else that got collected and ended up being the 10 and the 40. And Campana takes a slow slide into the inside wall about 50 miles an hour. Passenger side. We've seen a lot worse here at Michigan, so we're lucky if we see that one. There's a long slide to get to that inside wall as well. Under yellow, race it back around Buford and Nanico. Nanico beats Buford. They got back in 29th and 30th. Looks like. Can't quite tell. But Buford goes upside down. Nanico gets tons of damage, so couldn't tell if the 6-6 came down or the 15 came up, but they shouldn't have been that close under the L to begin with. Kind of set up for a disaster right there. Well, the guy made it 4 wide, comes out unscathed, and comes out with the race lead. Marshallboro leads the Rheem 250 with under 5 to go here at Michigan. It will only be 3 laps to go once we get back to the green flag here at Michigan, which means we'll have 6 miles remaining. Out from the crash, Jonathan Buford. Jay Reynolds a lap down, and tough break For Code Luigi in his last season in the Target Series, an engine has put the 33. Another mechanical issues for Code Luigi has put him out of this race early. He'll get 38th here today, as long as Jay Randall stays on the racetrack for one more lap, which will leave us 36 cars on the lead lap. So Marshall Burrow made the big 4-wide move, which caused the accident, but he's out in front, so he doesn't care what happened behind him. Second place, we have Evan Hunter. Brett Sierra in third. Ralliesburg to winner Daytona is fourth. Freddie Soto is fifth. Jack Marshall 6th. Points leader Jonathan Rain 7th. Noggin Scott 8th. Oliver Evans in 9th. Carson Bowers 10th. Luke Rain 11th. Watch for the damage. Jennifer Buford in 12th. Can she stay up to pace to try and have a shot at the end? Jack Henry with 13th. Eli Bright 14th. Alex Fletcher in 15th. Bronson Miggs 16th. 17th. Danny Lloyd. 18th. Alex Reynolds. 19th. Andrew Bean. And Zachary DeLello is the last car inside the top 20. So 3 laps to go when we get the green flag. Marshall Burrow trying to hang on and win, as maybe 15 others will have a shot behind to try and get by him at some point in these final 6 miles. Burrow, Hunter, Sierra, Sparrow to Soto, the front 5 for the final restart of the day at Michigan. Green flag back in the air in the Rheem 250. Burrow, good jump look at Evan Hunter, jumping low to block Brett Sierra's run. That puts 98 to the top now. Sierra looking high as Evan Hunter stays low. Riley Spurgeon moves low for third. Freddie Soto will go with them as he has his teammate Jack Marshall back behind him. Evan Hunter is second, looking for a run to Marshall Burrow off turn 2. Can he make one for Spurley? 2 does. Down the back stretch of the race. Getting up to speed. The 28 pushing the 89 away. He'll look low. Hunter for the lead on Burrow. Coming back to 2 to go right here. It's time to make your move. Hunter to the front. Soto abandons to go 3 wide, puts the 47 middle of the racetrack. 2 to go in Michigan for Evan Hunter. That's Freddie Soto to the inside of the 17. His teammate with them, the 60 Jack Marshall. Freddie Soto trying to clear Evan Hunter off turn number 2. Marshall trying to get there and help him to do that. Here comes the 25 car. Carson Bowers into the picture 3 wide. Soto is clear of Hunter to turn 3. And here comes his teammate Marshall. Jack Marshall looking low on his teammate Freddie Soto as they come off turn number 4. Soto is clear. Bowers is side by side with Marshall for a second. They're coming to the white flag. And Brett Sierra's 3 wide for a second. He's gone back down line for Luke Rainey. Last lap at Michigan. Freddie Soto leads to turn 1. Can Sierra, Rainey, or the 34 of Canada will get up there? Here comes Brett Sierra for the lead off turn 2. He's there to the inside. Can Luke Rainey make a move? Can Jack Henry make a move? They are in a dead heat down the backstretch for the win. Into turn number 3 for the final time. Can Kenron get there on Brett Sierra? The 98 is clear. Kenron coming with the run, but it is too late as they race off turn number 4. Back to the checker flag. 4 1 in his mirror. Brett Sierra and Jack Kenron. Sierra wins the race at Michigan. Brett Sierra's won his first ever Target Series race in the Rheem 250 at the Michigan International Speedway. And they made it the 3 laps without crashing. What an ending to a crazy Rheem 250, and it was closer than I thought it would be. As Jack Cameron got the major push from behind, it looked like Marshall Burrow giving him the boost. Off turn 4, he had no shot in hell. But coming to the checker flag, he was less than a car length back in the 98 Brett Sierra. The 98 wins for the first time ever on this channel at Michigan. Let's go see the finish results now in the point standings after the Rheem 250. Here are the finish results from the Rheem 250 at the Michigan International Speedway. We had 2 caution flags today for 8 laps and 10 lead changes. 8 drivers saw the lead today at Michigan. Brett Sierra, the 98, gets his first ever Target Series win in fashion in a last lap duel to the checker flag with Freddie Soto. Jack Canramo came close to victory as he was less than a car length away from beating Brett Sierra. Canramo ends up in second. Soto falls back to finish third. Luke Rainey fourth. How about his performance here today? He came out of nowhere and got a top 5 out of it. And Marshall Burrow led the most laps of 5. He ends up in 5th. 6th place for Carson Bowers. Riley Spurgeon in 7th. Jennifer Buford served from the pole gets 8th. Evan Hunter 9th. And Alex Fletcher rounds out the top 10. Very shocked for Jennifer Buford right there. She had a ton of right side damage. She kept it going in the lead draft though and got some spots on that last restart. Jack Marshall got 11th, Noggin Scott 12th, Bronson Miggs 13th, Jonathan Rains 14th. He also led the most laps of 5. Ranking at the top 15, Alex Reynolds. Oliver Evans gets 16th, Andrew Bean 17th, Danny Lloyd 18th, Zachary DeLello in 19th, and Eli Bright rounds out the top 20 in the 1 car. McDowell, 21st John Smith, 22nd Jeff Bright, 23rd for Anthony Hernandez, 24th Tyler Fink, and 25th for Trey Rainey. Keshawn Richardson, 26th, 27th Adam McDowell, 28th Edwin Mendez, Matthew Swells in 29th, Nathan Green 30th, Case Nanico 31st, 32nd Jake Galloway, Landon Lyons 33rd, 34th Sebastian Kukulon, 35th Leon Capana, Keegan Thompson 36th were the cars that finished on the lead lap. Jay Reynolds last car running in 37th, one lap down, and 38th Coluigi engine issue, 39th Jonathan Beeford, 40th Justin Zeidel out from their crash damage. Let's now go see the point standings after Michigan. Here are the points after 5 races. Jonathan Rains is on top by 67 points over Matthew Swells, the new second place man. Landon Lyons is now 3rd in points. Riley Sprotube up to 4th. Anthony Hernandez is 5th. He's actually tied with Riley. 6th place for Nathan Green, 7th for Nongan Scott, 8th Keegan Thompson, 9th Jack Canarello, and Brett Sierra, the win, moves him up inside the top 10 the point standings. As we look at the top 20, Bronson Mick is currently 11th, 12th for Alex Reynolds, Luke Rainey up to 13th, Jack Marshall 14th, Jonathan Beeford 15th, Alex Fletcher in 16th, Case Nanico 17th, Eli Bright 18th, Freddie Soto 19th, and Jennifer Beeford rounding out the top 20 in the 88 car. She had a good day today, moved her up in the point standings. So 4 of our 5 winners are currently inside the top 10 in points. The only other winner is Tyler Fink, down 27th in the points, but up ahead of him, Marshall Burrow, Andrew Bean, Zachary DeLello, Jake Galloway, Jay Rando, and Danny Lloyd. Down below him, Evan Hunter. How about Coluigi? Started the season on the right foot, got some great finishes, but ever since then, the last 2 races especially have been horrible for the 33. He's dropped down to 29th in points. He was up inside the top 10 at points at 1 point. Keshawn Richardson is just behind Code in 30th. They have Leon Capana, Carson Bowers, Trey Rainey, Edwin Mendez. How about 2-time champion Jeff Bright, John Smith, Oliver Evans, 2-time champion Adam McDowell, Sebastian Kukulon, and Justin Zeidel has 3 DNFs to start the season in 5 races. It's been I don't even have words to describe. It's just been so unfortunate for Justin Zeidel, just the bad luck he's had. It's been none of his doing either. He's been having some good runs, and it just all falls apart on him because of something that happens that's not his doing. We'll see if he can turn around in race number 6 of the season as we head to the crazy racetrack, Hillside, for the Domino's 300. I will see you guys then.